Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
You might be thinking, wait, isn't Truman Show about the guy who finds out his entire life is a staged TV show? Well, yes it is. But if you flip the perspective, if you look at it from the audience's side, I mean for them, Truman was the first IRL streamer. They watched him sleep, brush his teeth, commute to work. They watched his whole day, even though he was just this average guy living a mediocre life. But still, they held a great attachment to him. They cried when he cried, they cheered when he smiled, and they debated his choices as if they were personal friends. Meanwhile, Truman had no idea these people even existed. If that's not the clearest description of a parasocial relationship, I don't know what is. But the thing is, back in 1998, when this movie came out, that actually would have felt like a sci-fi story. Because you know who's gonna waste an entire day just watching this random dude live his life? But now, it feels like a prophecy. Because that's exactly the world that we're living in. We scroll Instagram, we binge YouTube vlogs, we spend hours watching live streams of people just eating, gaming, or drinking. These creators, they've become familiar strangers. You know, familiar because we think we're close to them, and strangers because we don't really know who they are. We only know this version of them that they allow us to see. And if you think about it, isn't that deeply unsettling? If we go back to the film, you will also see the same thing with the audience. They literally schedule their day around Truman's life. They eat the same things he eats, and they eat it at the same time when he eats. His existence is their entertainment. But is that really so different from us? I mean, we watch reality TV about complete random strangers, and Netflix releases like a new show every month. We watch hours of get ready with me videos, morning routines, night routines, a day in the life type videos. We follow these influencers like they're our close friends, even though deep down, we all know it's just a performance for the camera. So why do we actually do this? Well, one of the things is that we as humans, we're wired to seek connection. And it's because for most of history, we lived in these small tribes where every single face we saw belonged to a person who we knew personally. And our brains never really evolved to distinguish between a celebrity that's on a screen versus a friend who's at a dinner table. So when you see a face again and again, whether it's a streamer, a YouTuber, a singer, or even like your closest friend, your brain thinks, wait, he's a part of my tribe. And that's why you feel like you know a creator even though you've never met them. Okay, so knowing is fine, but why do we care so much? Why do we cry over celebrity breakups? Why do we invest so much time into strangers' lives? Well, there's a simple answer to it, and that's loneliness. These type of parasocial relationships, they aren't new. They've been present since the dawn of Hollywood. The Beatles, Elvis, Marilyn Monroe, people fainting at concerts, plastering posters on their walls, writing love letters. All of this used to happen before as well. But the thing is, social media has made everything so much more easier. Celebrities are no longer this mythical creature who you don't know much about. They're so easy to come by now. You can literally access them with the click of a button. And the thing is, it feels like they're talking to you directly. They're telling you about their struggles, about their feelings. It makes it feel personal. It makes it feel like it's a friendship. But obviously that's all an illusion. And these parasocial relationships, they are there to fill this void of loneliness. They trick us into feeling connected in this world where real connection is very hard to come by. And that's why fans go ballistic defending their favorite celebrities. I mean, we've all had an interaction with a Swiftie or a K-pop stan. And it's not their fault. I mean, the brain is this wonderful, complex machine, and it makes us believe that we have a genuine connection to these celebrities, which is why people get so emotional over them and why so many times they cross the line. They're not able to differentiate between what is a parasocial relationship and what's a real connection. And the Truman Show nails this perfectly as well. We can see the same thing happening with Truman's audience, where if he's crying, they cry. They analyze every single decision he makes, even though none of this really impacts their lives at all. Another thing that the movie nailed was the algorithm. Well, in the movie, the algorithm is represented by Christoph, who's the mastermind behind the entire show. He controls everything, from the weather to what Truman is going to do in his day-to-day life, his fears, his ambitions, his goals, everything goes through him. He decides what Truman can see and what he can't. Does that sound familiar? I mean, it's similar to the algorithm that we have on our phones. We think that we're choosing what to watch, but in actuality, it's this algorithm that's choosing it for us. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, they know exactly what will keep us hooked. They know what makes us laugh, what makes us sad, and what makes us stay up scrolling till 3 a.m. in the night. We're all being controlled. Everything we watch, everything we see, everything we read, it's all carefully chosen for us by this algorithm that we have no idea about. But why are we still following this? I mean, we all know it's an algorithm. Well, it's because of the illusion that this dome of social media has created for us. It makes us feel comfortable, makes us feel easy to live inside and not worry about, what you're consuming or who is controlling what you see. Exactly like how Truman lives his life. He doesn't really question what's happening in his life before. And similarly, we don't question about the content we consume. We don't question why we spend hours watching strangers just live their life. Why we know more about a random celebrity couple drama rather than our own neighbors. And it's because it's easier. It's easier to live vicariously through someone else's life rather than stand up and face our own. And we can see this in the ending of the movie as well, when Truman is about to escape and everyone cheers for him. But the moment he leaves, they flip the channel. Because unlike Truman, who's understood the way to get out, the audience doesn't really want freedom. They just want to continue to be entertained. But now, how do we break this cycle? We need to realize that we're both Truman and the audience at the same time. Like Truman, we're trapped in a fake sphere called social media, and like the audience, we are stuck obsessing over people within the space, watching strangers live out their lives for us. And like Truman, we have a choice. We can choose reality over illusion. We need to figure out a way to get out of the sphere. And just like the movie, it's not gonna be easy. The algorithm is not just gonna let you go. It's designed to pull you back in. It's designed to be addictive. It's designed to make you stumble every single way. But you have to persevere. Like Truman, you need to walk out of the door and into the world, even though it might be scary, and actually live rather than let someone else control it for you. And that's the biggest challenge of our time. To break this illusion, to stop worshipping strangers and to look up from the screen and actually start living. So at the end, it's for you to decide if you want to stay in the dome, continue scrolling, binging and never truly live your life, or are you willing to step out of the door and push yourself to finally start living.
There's no more truth out there than there is in the world I created for you. But in my world, you have nothing to fear.
Well, say something, goddammit! You're on television! You're live to the whole world!
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah.
Thank you everyone for watching the video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like and subscribe. If you want to see more content related to the Truman Show, please let me know down in the comments, and if you have any other recommendations as well, let me know down. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.